Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Gender Trends Africa podcast, where we decode the future, spotlight African innovations, and amplify your voices that are shaping Africa's digital future. I'm your host, Bongigile Filana, and Today we are looking everything open source, we are looking everything innovation, we're looking everything AI agent. And today we are joined by a special guest. Stay tuned as we chat with someone who's doing groundbreaking work within the space of AI. As we said that, we are looking at young people that are doing wonderful things within the African continent. And today we just want to explore looking at the future of AI agents, because as we are looking at the latest AI trends, you will realize that AI agents are actually the trend that is just coming up. And as I said, that open source is the future. And one of the greatest strengths of Africa's digital co-creation ecosystem, it empowers digital creators, developers, and also with the open source, young people or developers are able to collaborate, innovate, and build with tools that they already know and trust. And today, our guest is Zephania. Zephania Reuben, who's at the forefront of this movement of open source community. He has contributed to the impactful AI project across the healthcare, from models for diabetics and also COVID-19. He has been involved within the work within the healthcare sector, and also beyond research. Zephania serves as a machine learning engineer on AI for Trop Healthcare project at Kenya University of Agriculture. He is also a founder of LogAI, dedicated to democratizing AI education, and also a co-founder of a NileAGI, which is advancing African-centric AI solutions. And their flagship open source project, Kamusi, bridges African languages, enabling millions to communicate seamlessly in their own languages. Yes, and if you've just joined us now, yes, we are just diving into big things. Zephania, welcome to the Next Gen Tech Trends Africa podcast. How are you?
Thank you so much, Bonkire. I'm doing so good, and I'm very honored to be here to join you today, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us today. We are just so excited, to host someone with such so impressive or inspiring profile within with our podcast. So just tell us about the LogAI and also the NileAGI work that you do, and also the open source initiative Kamusi, and what inspired you to to actually create and develop those groundbreaking solutions or companies.
Thank you so much, Bunkire. That's a very, very nice question. So to start with LogAI, the essence of LogAI, we just did a very simple research of understanding the capacity in terms of talent in our continent, like how many AI engineers or how many data scientists we have, or how many machine learning developers we have. And another aspect is how many universities across Africa are having these specialized courses in the AI space. And then we come to find there are few universities which are offering AI or machine learning courses, but also we still have very few number of people who are engaged in AI continent-wise, and we thought we have a role to make sure we create new talents, we nurture young talents to venture into the AI space. So that was the drive behind LogAI, how are we going to create more talents for the continent, because we need AI developers, we need AI researchers, we need data scientists, we need machine learning engineers, and possibly universities alone won't be able to create these people. That's why we started LogAI. But another thing was to help the industry, or industry people, or let's say these government agencies and the other organizations, because companies that are shifting now to using AI either in their business processes, or maybe employees are using these tools for productivity and efficient. So we offer also like training on how to use these AI tools effectively, but also on the issue of what are the privacy concerns and ethical issues which people have to consider when using these AI tools, specifically in their workspaces or in their organizations. So that's all about LogAI, though we also offer some, I can say, professional courses for industry people, which is different from, let's say, students or youth who are interested more into technical part compared to the other side, which they just want to know the theoretical part or non-technical part of AI. So that's what we've been doing with LogAI. And possibly we have some breakthroughs, but they are not adopted globally. So what are the issues? So NileAGI is there to solve that, and that's why we've been driven to doing open source projects. And some of the open source projects we are doing is Delta. There is LM.C. We have Ellipse. So all these projects, the essence is to make sure like we have tools and facilities from Africa which are being adopted globally. And I think let me end there. Then we can dive possibly into these specific tools as we proceed. Thank you, Bunkir.
Wow, thank you so much. That's so inspiring. Just like you spoke about the AI tools. Like, what are you doing as the NileAGI to make sure that you promote responsible AI, or the responsible use of AI, and also ethical considerations? So, like, what is it that you are doing, and also like with young people within your ecosystem?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I'll just talk about the project, like the open source projects, and then I will just now come to the part of how are we involving the youth, specifically in our country, but also in Africa perspective. So the first tool is Kamusi. So the essence of Kamusi is like we have more than 2,000 languages in Africa. And when, let's say, you go to one of the AI tool, which is, let's say, which is popular, like ChatGPT, you might find like it have like more than 30 plus, possibly, I'm not sure, international languages. And in those languages, maybe I feel like you might find like not more than 5 or 10 languages are from Africa. And then you find like Africa has more than 2,000 languages. So where are the other like 1,000 plus languages being represented? So we saw like there is a problem, and to solve this, we need to have a tool that's going to incorporate these local languages into the current state of AI. Apart from only including these languages into AI tools, that's one step. But including is one thing, but the other thing is to preserve these languages. So as we go forward, and possibly we have some few languages represented digitally, then we lose, or we find like these other languages are being forgotten, and we might find like we don't have them, which in real sense these languages don't only facilitate communication, but they carry culture, they carry values. So that means we are going to lose all those things, values and culture, because we didn't preserve these languages. So apart from using these languages for communication purposes, we felt like it's very important to keep these languages in terms of culture and values of African originality. So that's what our tool Kamusi is solving. And on the other hand, we found like you can create, let's say you have now Kamusi, it have like, let's say 30 plus or 100 plus African languages. And then how many Africans are able to access your tool? And I find like most of our population are in villages. So how these people are going to access these, let's say, Kamusi, and use their language to either generate content or maybe search for knowledge and everything? Then we found like most of people, we access AI through internet. We need to be on the internet to access it. Then you can have a question: how many, like, what percent of African population has access to internet? You find like it's very small percent. Then we created another open source project, which is Delta, and the essence of Delta is to have a tool that runs locally, but also offline. So you just install it into a device, and then you don't think of internet when you want to use it. So you can just open it and use it, ask questions, learn, get knowledge, or maybe you have your own documents. You can just feed into Delta, and then do conversation with your document or chat with your document. If you want to extract knowledge from documents, you can do all that within your device and offline. But also, apart from Delta being an offline AI tool, but also it's a very ideal tool for privacy. We are using these AI tools, but most of them, we don't have control of data and what we are feeding those AI tools. But with Delta, because it is locally and offline, that means everything, all the conversations you are doing with that tool, they remain on your device or on your machine. That means you have a full control of your conversations and everything, or you have control of your data, and that's lead to strong privacy when interacting with the tool. So Delta is also open; anyone can contribute to it. And currently, the current version is desktop application. So you just install the desktop application, and then you're good to go. You can continue chatting and accessing it. So another tool which is actually driving Delta, as I said, we have these, we have the population of people who are not on the internet, but possibly people are on the internet, but they have, let's say, computers or phones which have very limited computation. That means they can't accommodate to run these AI models, which are very